though I didn't necessarily watch it, but based off what y'all saying, this is the problem. The reason why it's good is the reason why it's a problem. Where is BET? If this is where it's if they have to do nostalgia to bring it, where is BET gonna be at in 7 to 8 years?
That's a good.
It ain't gonna be no BET awards.
Won't have be able to get too much. All right, moving along. BET Awards review.
Okay.
What were you all's thoughts on this year's show?
I thought that my era and generation killed it. When
It
they
was
had
amazing, wasn't
the
it?
Ashanti, Maya, Anne-Marie was insane. To have those women artists, I was so proud.
It was great. The way they arranged it, they took their time. It really
Yes.
felt like you watching the BET Awards
From back in the day.
From back in the day.
It did.
Yeah.
It really did.
I thought, when is this shit gonna end?
It's
This shit
always
was
been
about
long
6
like
hours.
that. It's always been long like that.
Nah, it
3
was a great
hours,
show.
yeah.
No, man. 3 hours is an understatement.
It was
That
like
thing
3.5
came on-
hours.
3.5 hours?
No,
Yeah. It's always been long like that.
No.
I started watching. It was about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
It didn't go off till
Until-
about 11:50. I swear to God, I was sitting here. I'm saying to myself, "Oh my
When is
God,
this
bro,
gonna
how
end?"
long is this gonna be?"
Damn.
Great show.
They had to make up
They
for all
had
that
to-
time.
That's what it was too. And I think because of the prior years,
The prior year was
it
terrible.
was terrible.
They did that shit damn
Oh,
near
it was
the
ghetto as
nightclub.
hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think they learned from that.
Yeah.
They had a lot of iconic awards.
They did.
go out,
Jamie
man.
Foxx, Snoop Dogg, Mariah Carey.
Yes.
And I think one other person, I can't remember who, they got the iconic award.
Bobby Jones.
Yeah, Bobby.
good.
It was really, really,
really
good. Keisha Cole did the best. I've never seen her sing that well live. She did a phenomenal job.
Keisha's the truth.
She did a really, really great job.
Keisha's
Of course,
the
y'all
truth.
know Mariah Carey came through and put that big 1 and 2 on there. That Jamie Foxx tribute.
Oh wow. And it's so it was good. It was necessary
I
for
wanna
him.
I wanna say this though, because though I didn't necessarily watch it, but based off what y'all saying, this is the problem. The reason why it's good is the reason why it's a problem. Where is BET? If this is where it's if they have to do nostalgia to bring it, where is BET gonna be at in 7 to 8 years?
That's a good.
It ain't gonna be no
ain't gonna
BET
be no
awards.
BET award.
If you have to lean on nostalgia in 2010, 2000 acts for it to even be grand like that, BET awards fucked.
You ain't never lied because
They
they were
fucked.
talking about
That's real.
bringing back 106 in Park, but I'm like, who would we
106 in
watch?
Sports.
But I think.
Oh,
that's what it's called. That's going to be the name of it. 106
But I
in
think
Sports.
honestly, I think that it's gonna do. I think
because they
106
can't lean on the music.
they can't
Yeah,
lean on the
because
music.
of where
but
it's
yes,
at
they
and
can.
and they can't lean on the music. They can't lean on the fashion. Like we're not in that. I don't know. It's a little off.
Well,
right
the
now.
fashion, no. The music, yeah, because they still have your hot music. You still got your hot top 10 that these young kids will still get on there and watch it because you got the hot videos. It got the people that they listening to. I don't think that's gonna affect it. I think the reason the awards can't be successful is because, for example, last year, you see how ghetto it was. These young kids, they don't know how to act. They go to the award shows. They don't have the fashion, which doesn't draw in the viewers.
Yeah,
They
'cause-
get up, they give tacky performances. They have no talent. They have no skill. And that's what it is.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But because back then you actually
Had
had
to
to,
put on
be
productions.
good.
You had to be
you
good.
You had to be actually like think about it right now. This is the first time in rap history where the 3 biggest artists are damn near 40 years old. Like the top 3 been the top 3 for 10, 15 years.
Years.
Like there's no replacement.
Placement.
And because of that, like
Where's the talent?
R&B, yes. R&B still holding it down.
Where?
Well, no.
No.
You talking about Brent Fayez.
R&B.
Like
that's
that's
not-
if you only
We
have one
hoping
artist.
it's trying to make a
No.
comeback.
R&B is trying to make the comeback. I think R&B has a list.
It
For example,
might be a little
what's his
stronger,
name?
for
London,
sure.
London, October, London. He's really good. He's a
Yes.
new act.
Yes.
He's
Jasmine Sullivan, she's old, but she's still being like current with new stuff.
Chris Brown is gonna be probably
Chris Brown
at
will
the top.
always be right.
Yeah.
We don't have R&B like what we grew up on, y'all. Stop it. No, we don't. We do not
We got that
have.
toxic R&B.
Huh?
Have you listened to October London?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one guy,
It's a
and he's not commercial. Like when we
Oh, no,
came up,
commercial? No, it's
no,
not
no,
gonna happen,
yeah,
yeah.
because it's like I mean, like the commercial aspect of R&B, where Babyface had production and he produced John B. and they produced TLC and that type of R&B. I maybe SZA, maybe Summer Walker.
Yeah.
But they're not really doing, or the Mariah the Scientist girl, but they don't
Ain't
give
no
me.
man. Not really.
I
Well,
don't.
they
I
can-
don't get the.
They
I don't
can't
get
sing
the-
anyway. That's the problem. They can't
Nah.
sing. Like, hold on, real quick. bro.
Yeah.
You know. I'm gonna say this real quick. You know what they said? Who was that? The producer that said? The one that produced.
T-Pain.
No, Bow Wow now. What's the name?
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri. I think it was him that said this. He said that the reason why R&B is dead because nobody's coming from the church. You find good R&B acts because they grew up in church. You gotta have the singers from the
But
church.
think about it. But I want to ask y'all this: do y'all think the state of relationships has any correlation to the state of R&B?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I 100% think it does too.
Yeah. R&B.
Absolutely.
R&B.
Marriage has dropped, relationships at an all-time low, commitment at an all-time low, sex is still at an all-time high, but then you understand, if you look at SZA, you look at Summer Walker, you look at any of the male R&B like Brent Fayez, it's all toxic R&B
All
because it's following the
toxic
same
R&B.
Blueprint as the current relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Which
saying.
also plays in fact why people aren't in church as much either, probably. I don't know, I'm assuming. I don't really
well,
know.
church
You
kind
know,
of.
R&B, like you said, Fred, you got artists that are still out there making music. But the thing is now the machine has gotten so big, it's just pumping out artists.
Well, the
and-
machine is not working anymore. They're not getting signed anymore.
Streaming.
Yeah, but if the record execs, the people are not going the wanting to get signed way anymore. They rather just
'Cause
be
they're not making no
independent
money.
because they're not making any money. So now that industry,
Yes.
because Def Jam is not popular anymore.
Right.
Motown's not popular anymore. Like none of our that we grew
the
up on
social
record
media trend,
labels.
man.
Yeah, it really
But
messed it
Money
up.
Long talked about that.
Yeah, she did.
But the ones who control the commercial airwaves are still those big companies.
Executives.
Yeah, they
Interscope,
are, yeah.
Def Jam, they control the commercial airwaves. Like you said,
Yeah.
you don't hear the R&B no more. You're not going to hear it because you're going to hear the Fetty Waps, the Sexy Reds, the Lottos. That's what you're going to hear in the airwaves.
Right.
All day, every day. You're
Right.
not going to hear nobody else. But R&B is still here. You still got some Aloe. You still have like Aloe Black. You still have the
I don't know
dude
these
that played
people.
in Center. You don't know Aloe Black? I need $1, $1, that's what I need. He's not really R&B, he's like folk, but
Right. Yeah, I get it. I just know like what we grew up on, no pun intended, but
Yeah.
when we had the guy, we had the Aaron Hall, we had R. Kelly, we
They can't
had
sing though. They can't know.
okay, none who?
These new dudes, they can't
No,
sing.
the new. Oh yeah, like the old guy.
can't
And then they
sing.
don't have the. Listen, a lot of another thing
That's the
too is they don't put
Yeah.
the packaging, the branding packaging together.
They're not.
And like TLC had a branding package. You wore the baggy pants, you wore the condom over your eye, you had the crazy sexy cool. People are not putting into the effort of the business anymore either. So it's like. I would love to be able to go to an R&B concert and embrace the new R&B, but I just don't. I don't
that
hear
era, we had icons that made R&B what it was.
what it was. Right? Yeah.
There are no icons.
We have no
in this era
icons.
right
we
now.
have no
And
icons.
that's what I'm saying.
There
That the
are
oldest people are still holding the
holding the
crown.
When they're
Yeah.
still
And that's what I'm saying.
Gucci Mane
BT
still
gonna
on
be
tour.
fucked.
They're the only ones making the money still too. The older people.
Yeah. So it's like
Still from 10 years ago,
that
still
shit gonna
making
be
money.
screwed.
Yeah.
That same money.
You had
Well-
Usher, R. Kelly, all of them are. You
Or
have
they
so
going to
many
jail.
carbon copies of those guys right now.
Yeah.
Like Mike, like these guys, they control and dominated that era
Yeah.
and made R&B what it was. So R&B was, like you said, R&B, rap wasn't outperforming R&B back then. Think about that. That was
They
crazy.
definitely
right?
outperforming it now.
They definitely.
It's
Wow,
flop though.
landslide.
It's flop.
Yeah.
Like these dudes making 70, 80, 100,000 rappers to do 30 minutes sets.
Yeah.
To go to your club.
Yeah, and that's horrible.
And that's,
It's
and that's
crazy.
a whole nother topic.
Something is
Yeah, and it's a
influencing one
horrible set.
another. Because as long as the world remains in the state that it is, it's going to be more palatable to promote the Lottos, the Meg Thee Stallions, the Sexy Reds, the Big X Plugs, the people that promote, the single lifestyle, the Quavos, because it fits the current
The
lifestyle
narrative.
we
JP,
in.
it's
Yeah.
so deep because everything you saying, you were making that correlation between the music, how we spoke about love, we spoke about loving our woman, we spoke about accountability in the
Yeah.
music, to now it's totally flopped. Crime rates is up, prisons being built at an alarming rate, and they steady getting filled.
Right.
Mass
is
shootings
everywhere.
are up.
Yeah, the STDs and everything is crazy.
Yeah, STDs are up.
The
You want to
HIVs.
just go down the list. Mental
Me to say, but
illness
you
know.
is
Yeah,
up.
Oh, mental
Yeah.
illness.
Like,
yeah.
so, like you said, the dynamic of the world right now, it needs love, but they ain't
It
gonna
needs
let
some
they ain't
love.
gonna let it come
Listen,
back.
the world
Right.
does need some love, you guys. Like,
Not to need some love, you guys.
They
do, for
because
real.
it's like I will say I try to like be lovable because it's like we need it so bad right now. Like even when you want to cut somebody out, or even it's like I try to look for like maybe they're going through something, or maybe because like you have to be the example. And I feel like the world, we don't have enough love, we don't have enough loyalty, we don't have enough like everybody just wants this popcorn aspect of life, and it's just not that. We've all been in our fields, in our careers a long time, and we all remember where we started, and we all
Right.
remember how ambitious it's like they don't have that in them no more. It's like they just feel like they're just supposed to just
Love is down so bad that not only is
is.
relationships, friendships, and all that, you can't even love your own damn neighbor without trying to figure out what part of the political stance he stand on.
That's
Yeah, it used to be to where Democrats and Republicans can just coexist,
Yeah, exactly.
and it don't really matter
Now
that
they
deep.
over here.
Now it's like that. Like, what are you first? All right, now I can be your friend. 'Cause we agree
that
on this.
crazy?
It's that bad. Like we separate on between genders, between political parties, between
Everyday people.
aesthetics, between what music you listen to and what hood you live in and what I don't want to do. It's bad. Like we really do need love.
All right, two more things real quick. All right, what are y'all thoughts on the way Kirk Franklin performed?
Man,
I ain't seen
man,
it
Kirk
all.
was the man.
Kirk,
man.
I
Kirk
think he
Fra-
did a great job.
his
No, but I'm
thing,
talking about
man.
you know how Kevin Hart said that he get on the stage and he be doing all that front
Yeah.
twerking and stuff. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Listen,
Ooh,
man.
Kevin Kevin Hart said that about
He said that about Kirk.
they're just having a little man complex.
Yeah.
Because
They-
I ain't never
they-
seen Kirk Franklin twerk.
They literally
Like
had
he
that
got
on
front
stage.
twerk
too.
or something. What the fuck is that?
I mean,
I ain't never.
No,
seen
he's
it.
just
They
making
said
fun
it's
of him.
true. No, they say it's true. I gotta find it.
listen.
Because no, anyway,
Kirk-
you know how
Kirk
Kirk
is
performed.
Kirk.
I love it, honestly.
I love
But the
it,
church
man.
folk be mad at him.
Yeah, listen, them church folk. Listen,
Stop it.
Yeah,
I love
listen,
Kirk. I listen to him every morning.
I'm gonna put it like
make
this
sure I
here.
listen.
Kirk, Kirk was one of the only ones that really ushered in rap artists into the gospel,
Yeah.
genre.
And I love
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
Like it was him, like because like
He's
you
the
said,
one.
the old time church folks was really like,
No.
nah, they can't be singing and
Yeah.
all that. But church, man, Kirk was like, man, y'all come on,
Yeah.
let me start doing
I
songs
agree.
with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Kirk killed his. Listen, probably had one of the best performances.
He
What?
definitely did. It was
Y'all
amazing.
look at
It was,
that.
it was. He had everybody on their feet singing word for word. It was a
Everybody.
whole
And that's-
stadium of engagement.
He's an entertainer, though.
He's a.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
He's
it.
an entertainer.
Absolutely.
I have nothing wrong with his dancing.
Definitely. And what do y'all think about Jamal Roberts? He won Sunday Best. Not Sunday Best. He was on Sunday Best. He lost, but he won American Idol. He performed with Kurt
Oh, that was in the
in
I
the
think
middle. Yeah. What do y'all think about
purple
it?
pinkish.
He's an amazing singer. He does a great job. I think he's
Great
gonna do
voice.
R&B, but he's a church boy, so he does. He sings like gospel too, but his
Man, he has a great voice.
Yeah.
I think Kirk is going to take him under his wing.
He definitely is.
polish
They're gonna
him
work
up,
together.
And man, he's got a good career ahead of him
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, Mobile. Come on, take us on out.
All right, well, we enjoyed y'all. We hope you enjoyed us. This is the Vibe Check, where ultimately,
You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.